Tell me about a bit about myself.
Yes.
Okay, my birth name is Benjamin Paladi Mokoena, Benny Mokoena, and I got that from my granddad. I am from Valcom in the Free State. That's where I was born. And in terms of siblings, I have two younger siblings, a boy and a girl. The boy's name is Sange, and the little girl's name is Naledi, which means star. So, yeah, that's my background. Why not pursue music? I mean, it's the very essence of what makes life happen. So I love music. I've always loved it. I don't see another way where I could go. I can't be like a doctor or anything. So music has always been for me. So yeah, and it runs in the family quite deeply. So that's why I pursue it. Any early like music influences. I think my earliest music influence was when I met Tepo Tola. I think I was like 4 years old. That's like one of my first music like influences because I was with him like on like the whole tour thing, and then he performed and I was backstage. You know when you're that young, you don't know what's going on. But I was with him and I saw him and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's like an early music influence. Dante Heart. I actually had a stage name before. It was called Fly Don. Don't laugh. It's called Fly Don. But and then someone was like, oh, does your Don stand for Dante? And I was like, no, inside. But I was like, yeah, totally, it does stand for Dante. And the hard part comes from what I put into my music. So when you put the Dante here, and you take the heart, put them together, it's Dante Heart. Yeah. My music. Unorthodox jukebox. But no, my music it's a blend of a lot of things. I try to fuse the early essence of R&B and the more modern sound of hip hop, like the more trap sound, and when you mix those two together, sometimes you can even come out with like a bit of reggae, and you can even come out with a bit of soul and a bit of neo soul, you know what I mean? Just with the fusion of two things, you can actually hear more other things. So my music is still growing, but that's what I'd like to say it sounds like. It's like modern day R&B type thing. So one thing that I've realized with the American industry is that they pay a lot of homage to the like not fallen stars, but the stars that came before them. You know what I mean? A lot of the things that I want to achieve in this, the first thing I want to achieve is that I want people to know where our sound came from in our country. You know what I mean? Because, for instance, a lot of people don't know that the first hip hop crew in our entire country was called Prophets of the City. Big guys in our industry don't even know that. So what I want to make known is the fact that they were around, that they can still be around, like we can still bring them up, feature them, have them as like important like pioneers in our industry. So I just want to like let the people know that where our music comes from. It doesn't come from Trace TV or Channel O. It literally comes from back, even in the first days, even during the struggle. Like people were still making music then. So I just want our country to like realize that we're as big and we can get as big, just if we just pay homage also to like our fallen stars. That's the first thing I want to do. Locally, I would want to work with, but unfortunately she's not around anymore, Miriam Makeba. Rest in peace. I'd like to work with Hugh Masekela also. I'd like to work with Spongile Kumalo. That's the first people I want to like work with. And Ringo also, like the legends. And then obviously a good guy right now is AKA. I'd like to work with AKA, Altido. A lot of cats that people don't know as well. There's a guy called Cusa, Deda. There's a guy called Cusa, Deda, Keys, Porter, So I'd like to work with a lot of cats, both old, new, and underground. And internationally, I think I just want to work with Lil Wayne. I just think he'll be so cool in studio. So that's just what I think I'd want to work with. Right now, currently, no, I'm not in a relationship.
Why not?
Because I'm trying to pursue something that some would call a dream, but to me it's a reality, and it needs ample time. The time that it needs has to be time for myself and for my music. And I feel as though, I'm not going to be around for another insignificant other who might need me in that way, you know what I mean? So I've decided to stay single till Dante Heart blows up and that part of my life is sorted. Then I'll pursue finding love. But if it happens along the way and it works out, hey, who knows? So yeah. Anyway, back in Falcom, I'd want to let them know that you can make it up here. Up here being like, you're Johannesburg, you're Cape Town, you're Durban. It is possible, but one thing I would give back is just like a mentorship for all the people who don't know what to do, but want to do it in terms of music, you know what I mean? So I just kind of make like a mentorship program. I'd yeah, just make more talent shows. Just let people around them know that they have talented people around them, type thing. So that's what I'd want to do back in Malcolm. I wanted to move to Pretoria for personal reasons, and I was looking for a really good school. But even with that being said, I was told by a friend of mine, Yuki, she's also a very good artist, that Emendy has a very like special type of way they teach their people because there's not a lot of people. You know what I mean? I never considered myself like the university type. You know what I mean? So I wanted an institution. I heard Emendy was great, and it is great. So that's why I think I'm here, and it's all that I heard is actually true. It's very very homely type, learning based, especially when it comes to like music and stuff. So I like this place. Yes, really do.
President.
No, I'm joking. In 5 years, I see myself with a few summers on the deck. I see myself touring my own stuff. I see myself opening for big artists is not as much of a disadvantage as like a lot of people might think it is, because it's a really big opportunity. So I'd like to open up for a few guys. I'd like to be done with my studies so I can fully focus on my music, and yeah, I'd like to be Iron Man. I want to be Iron Man. But yeah, just music. My music has to be where I want it to be in 5 years. You guys must know me more than anybody else. You know what I mean? So that's what I want, and I want to make Emendy proud in 5 years. So yeah.